I would like to thank you for joining my channel. Now let's get to the videos.
What? If you want your mind blown about something I found with this, stick around. I saw this a few days ago and I wasn't posting on it because I saw a bunch of people were doing it and I just was like, okay, they got it. But then I discovered something. Check this out. I heard my buddy JT follows JC, who, if you like my content, go follow him, talking about the sun god Ra. And it made me think, Ra. They're shooting rockets into the sun. Rockets, which means to call or invite. So they're calling and inviting the sun god. And then it got me thinking more, because NASA's the one doing this, and NASA's just an extension of the evil controllers of this world. And I kept exploring, and this is what I found. The Eye of Ra, or Eye of Re, usually depicted as a sun disk or the right eye, is an entity in Egypt mythology that functions as an extension of the sun god Ra's power, equated with the disk of the sun, but it also often behaves as an independent goddess, a feminine counterpart to Ra, and a violent force that subdues his enemies. Now there's two ways to interpret this. One, we're the enemies, and they're trying to invite Ra, or the Eye of Ra, to us, to subdue us. Or they're trying to blast Ra, or the Eye of Ra, out of the sky because they think that energy is coming to take care of them. Either way you look at it, it's mind-boggling to me. Just blew my mind that the word rocket 100% comes from that and the word cat. Man, there's interesting times coming, I'll tell you that. And like I keep saying, get your discernment ready. Oh, and of course, this was only for entertainment purposes.
That may have been a bit of a reach, but he may be on to something.
According to Mosaic law, burning the ashes of a red heifer is a mandatory act for beginning the temple offering to God. The ashes of the red heifer is a key element in a biblically mandated purification ritual. These ashes are required for purification in a range of situations, including contact with dead bodies. Numbers chapter 19. Now, with all the bloodshed on the Temple Mount down through the centuries, the mount itself must be cleansed before the temple can be built. According to the Torah, Moses prepared the first red heifer, and from that time until the destruction of the temple, only 9 heifers were prepared. There has been no proper red heifer in Israel for the past 2,000 years. The difficulties of finding red heifers anywhere is that they are not only rare, but the animal must meet the requirements as stipulated in the Torah and in the Oral Talmud. The 5 main criteria for establishing the proper red heifer for the holy purpose of purification are: it should be completely red with no spot or blemish. Actually, the heifer can have no more than 2 non-red hairs, and the hooves also must be red. It must be a female. Heifers are female. It must never have been used for labor. It must never have been pregnant, and it must be between 3 to 4 years old. In Judaism, this prophecy signals the coming of a time that includes the return of biblical laws of purity, thus allowing for truly holy life. For evangelical Christians, it heralds the end of days, the return of Jesus to earth, and the rapture. This belief has long driven Christian Zionism and Christian lobbying on behalf of Israel. In September 2022, through a joint effort established between a Christian ministry and the Temple Institute in Jerusalem, 5 red heifers from Texas were transported to Jerusalem and now graze at a secure, undisclosed location in the Israeli-occupied West Bank.
Strange times we are living in. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
I don't know about y'all, but these are some of the best UFO sightings I've ever seen. Just an absolutely incredible UFO sighting this week. Take a look at what we found. One of the craziest UFO sightings I've ever seen. I mean, look at this thing.
Have you guys seen my demon face post? If not, go check it out, but this gets even crazier. Have you ever heard of the song by Soundgarden, The Black Hole Sun? The Black Hole Sun that just happens to have an eclipse on the cover with a demon face looking character? I kid you not, guys. There has been one song, only one, in my life for the past 30 years that always brings me back to an exact location, and I have this exact memory, and it's just burned in me. And I am not joking you, it is Black Hole Sun. Now watch the freaking video. Did you see that? Do you hear these words? Listen to this and look at this. In my eyes, indisposed, in disguise, as no one knows, hides the face, lies the snake. I'm not kidding. This eclipse is going to come and take down the veil completely, and we are going to see what's been hidden from us for centuries. This song is telling us what's about to happen. Times are gone for honest men, and sometimes far too long for snakes. In my shoes, a walking sleep. It's talking about everybody sleeping in the Matrix. You guys might think I'm losing my mind, and that's fine. But I'm telling you, this eclipse, I think it's going to take the blinders off. And we're going to see what the evil is we've been dealing with for a long time.
If you like what you've seen so far, please like and subscribe to my channel.
Gives away something else in the Emerald Tablets. He utilizes cymatic frequencies and photons to manifest solid matter. Now that sounds crazy in ancient tablets. But guess what happened 2 years ago in a laboratory in the world we live in right now? Scientists got together and they combined cymatic frequencies and photons, and for the first time ever created solid matter. That's in physics.org.
Wow.
The tablets keep getting proven by modern science. This is why I keep going back to the tablets, because you've heard of the active denial system in the military. It's this dish that sends out a beam of frequency towards people that are looking to be, do harm. Right? Mobs. It'll make you stop in your tracks. It'll make you feel like you got to vomit. It'll make you feel like you're on fire. It can even put voices in your head. It's called the active denial system in the military. Well, in the Emerald Tablets, those has this group of people coming at him because they don't know who he is when he lands his ship. He says, I raised my staff and sent out a ray of vibration which stopped them still in their tracks. Sounds like the active denial system to me. Same technology, just a different year. We're just simply rediscovering everything that already existed. We haven't done anything new yet. Everything was already done. Everything has already been done. We're just rediscovering what we lost.
This next one is a little long, but worth it. Dr. Rife was a genius.
Did you know that the cure for cancer has already been found? In 1938, a scientist named Dr. Royald Raymond Rife cured 16 cancer patients using frequencies and resonance. After creating the world's most powerful microscope in the 1920s to study viruses and bacteria, he realized he could use electromagnetic frequencies to destroy these viruses. He discovered that every cell and molecule vibrates at its own distinct frequency, and that by beaming plasma rays of the same frequency at those cells, you actually amplify their frequency and destroy them. This happens because of something known as resonance. When two things of the same frequency come together, they actually amplify each other's frequency. This is actually how opera singers are able to destroy wine glasses. When their voice matches the resonant frequency of the glass, it makes the glass vibrate at a higher frequency, making it vibrate more intensely and causing it to shatter. Resonance can basically amplify the vibration of anything and destroy it, from something as small as a wine glass to something as large as a bridge. Now in the same way, Rife created a device that could shatter cells by matching the resonant frequency. By sending an impulse of electromagnetic waves of the same frequency as the cell, you amplify its vibration and disintegrate it. When he did, his Rife machine destroyed 60% of the cancer cells in his patients. Now sadly, some greedy people at the time thought that this was bad for the medical business and getting money from cancer patients, so they found ways to destroy Rife's career and his new invention. Even on Google, some pages like Medical News still tell you that this device is a hoax. Now this would be believable if other people had not reproduced the same results also using frequencies and resonance, such as this guy from TED Talks who also discovered electric fields of certain frequencies destroyed cancer cells.
We now know that cancer is vulnerable between the frequencies of 100,000 hertz and 300,000 hertz. So now we attack leukemia cells.
He then shows how he destroyed leukemia cells and also pancreatic cancer cells using resonance, also being able to destroy 60% of cells like Rife did and slowing the growth rate of cancer by 65%. And here's another video of another person also discovering a very similar thing, by using a technique called histotripsy, which uses sound waves to destroy cancer tissue, also by matching the cancer's resonant frequency. All of this has now been called resonant frequency therapy if you want to look it up further. And keep in mind, if any medical website tries to say that it's fake, it could be because the cancer industry is literally $1.58 billion. And this frequency treatment would get rid of all the things that generate that money. Just keep that in mind.
Here is Billy Carson again talking about Enoch. I'm currently reading the books of Enoch, and it is some very interesting information.
Who is Enoch?
You know that Enoch was a real powerful man because he's talked about in the Bible. Yet his book is not in the Bible. It was left out by accident on purpose. And the reason why is because he's talking about beings that were not from Earth, that came here from up above and engaged mankind. They taught us how to build weapons. They taught us about perfume and makeup, taught us how to make jewelry and beer and all this other crazy stuff, right? They were having sex with humans. So these weren't like the angels that we're thinking with the fluffy wings. These were people. And these beings that came to visit gave him an appointed date that he would be taken away from Earth. And so he got taken away from Earth, and he didn't describe the shape of the Earth, gigantic blue glowing sphere. He went away for a while, then comes back.
Now this next alien probably came off of a movie set. Tell me what you think in the comments.
I don't know about y'all, but these are some of the best UFO sightings I've ever seen. Holy crap, I've never seen anything like this. This has to be one of the best UFO sightings ever caught in video.
Captando un ovni en vivo. Hasta hay tráfico, porque todos quieren tomar fotos.
La policía.
¿La policía?
From the depths of UFO sightings to the eerie realms of ghostly encounters, and from the enigmatic mysteries of ancient Egypt to the tantalizing theories surrounding the Annunaki, Your support and engagement have fueled our passion for uncovering the truth. Until next time, keep your mind open.